Hey, what's going on, everyone? Once again, this is another episode of Let's Talk About It. And I'm one of your hosts, Rev J, and my co-host, Joy.
Hey, guys.
And today we're gonna be talking about guess what? The Love is Blind season 3. We'll give our little recap here. But before we begin, want to introduce our guests, but who our guest friends and my wife, Beta, who became we are online friends. We never met in person, but we've been on so many shows and we have connected. So welcome, Savita.
Hi guys, thank you for having me on tonight. Good to see you guys again.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure. And to my wife Tracy, welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
All right, guys. Guess what? Another season of Love is Blind has ended. Since the first season, I've been hooked. Every time it comes out, I'm going to binge. And of course, my job, I get to actually watch TV while I'm working. I'll be at work just watching TV. And of course, I finished it. And then I told my sister, Joy, you gotta watch this. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it took everything in me to be like, Joy, just sit down and watch the show. So
yeah, and then another friend of ours talked to Joy. Said, "Oh, Joy, you gotta watch it." Then she finally watched it.
And then you got hooked.
You got hooked.
I got it. It was to the point where when the last 2 or 3 shows came on, I'm the one who told Josh, like, go, Josh, I think it's on Netflix. I think that it's available. Josh, like, yeah. I think it's coming out in 2 days. So I was like, no, it's on. I'm about to watch it. Josh, like, all right, let me get the phone. I'm about to watch it. So
y'all are really addicted.
Yes. I'm telling you, it's very, very interesting. I have a very boring life. So any type of drama that don't include me, I'm excited about it. I love my little boring life. So I get some little drama. I love it. So I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna go look at some of the cast. Let me know when you guys can see it.
We can see the picture. We can see it.
Okay, great. So for some of those who don't watch the show, Love is Blind is a reality show that comes on Netflix every now and then. And what happens is that these people go on the show, and at first they in pods talking to each other, or women are talking to men, and then they make a decision if they're going to engage to the person without seeing them at all, based on a conversation. So let's go through a couple pictures here. Alexa here, she's actually one of the ones that actually found somebody.
Oh,
she's the first person who got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see here. Who is this here? Amanda. Oh, she didn't pick. She didn't find nobody.
Nobody found her.
She's back on the dating scene. Andrew, he proposed to somebody, but he got shot down.
He was something else. He was a performer. I call him a performer.
What do you think about this guy here, Joy? You see
this dude during his confessionals, once the girl that he proposed to said, no, my heart is somewhere else. They had him sitting down took out some Visine. He said, is this okay? And started pouring Visine in his eye. He was just like, yeah, I mean, I fell in love with her. I was just, and I'm like, is he serious? Like, if you're going to do it, at least be good at crying. If you're going to want to say, oh yeah, I'm going to bust out some tears. At least be good. You can't even get an acting job. Pulling out Visine and asking, is this okay? Like, that's just not even what it's gonna be. I'm like, this brother, he crazy.
But I mean, the guy. I think the guy's personality. I'm surprised that no one that he got shot down. I mean,
well, there was mixed feelings I had about Andrew. Because to me, he seemed very confident. I liked what he's been around the world. He's doing this, he's doing that. But at the same time, I thought he's very cocky. I don't know if you want to call that the word. Too much for me. And that proves when he did the whole Visine thing. And Colleen, I think it was, said, no, not Colleen, Nancy had said that it seemed like he was like too perfect. You know what I mean? Like, she used other words, but that's pretty much it. Like, it's just something's not adding up.
And that's the problem. See, you get a perfect guy, and now you don't want the perfect guy.
No, but you got to realize it's because you realize that with a person that if a guy's act like he's so perfect,
right,
that don't leave no room for imperfection. Mm-hmm. And if he's acting like that with his life, imagine once he gets married, he's going to expect a woman to be perfect in every role, in every aspect that he has. You have to realize people like that little bit of wiggle room. When they know they can get that little wiggle room in relationships, like, okay, so if I don't do this perfect, you're not going to just be like, oh, it's not going to be the end of the world. Mm-hmm. With some people, they're comfortable with people who are imperfect because they realize they're imperfect. So they have the idea that if I'm going to extend grace, I may get grace as well. With him, you wouldn't get no grace. It'd be like, I don't want to have kids. I want to go back to Germany. I want to go do this. He's like, that's not what I have. Well, that's not what you want. Then we got to be open. Nobody wants to live with nobody like that. He needs to go somewhere.
That's true. He was very big into traveling. So
he's hard with the family.
So, but he didn't get chosen. Well, someone shut him down.
Yeah.
Anthony, he
didn't really into this show. I watched like the first season of it, and it was like I think it was what was it? It was the girl she was just really a blonde hair, very, very pathetic. Like, she basically begged the guy to be with her. And I don't know if he ended up picking her or not. I forgot her name, but I just couldn't get into it.
You gotta keep on watching. Yeah. You better trust me. Oh, wait. Now, Bartiz.
Oh, wow. This guy here.
Let's talk about him in the pods.
I think most people have to understand that in these pods, just like when you date outside, you meet their representative. They're going to only show you the best side of them. They're only going to, they're going to be so romantic. They're only going to tell you the great parts about their life. Mm-hmm. They're not going to tell you the real. They're not going to tell you that, I don't like abortion. And if you at any point have an abortion, I'm totally done with you. No one's going to say that in the first, 2 weeks of meeting anybody.
You should. I don't think you should.
Look, but you see, that's important. That's important information you need, obviously. But he's too young. He was a little kid. She should
25.
Yeah, he's a little boy. 27 now. Yeah, he was young. Mm-hmm. He's a baby.
Yeah, he probably need to wait a couple years.
Yes.
Well, she didn't get chosen either.
Really? She's
really,
yeah. Was that the nurse? Somebody was a nurse.
Yeah, somebody was a nurse. I don't know if that was her.
A nurse.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know one of the guys didn't like her.
Yeah, he said, I don't date nurses.
I don't do nurses.
I said,
okay.
I don't know why. But
they say, hello, nurse. You're sick.
Right? At least somebody gonna take care of you.
All right. Next is Brennan.
I just loved him in the pods. I liked his personality a lot. Like, he seems like he's truly like about love and showing his feelings, expressing his feelings. I liked him in the pods.
I don't know.
No?
You didn't like him, Josh?
No,
I liked him.
No? He was cool. He was all right. Now he's the one from the first lady who got picked. That was the one who proposed. That's the guy who proposed to her, for everyone who hasn't watched.
Yeah. And the first girl that Josh showed on the pictures?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Cool.
So he proposed to her, and then he proposed to her only after 4 days of talking to her.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
4
right.
days.
Amen.
Now, I'm gonna get one right here. I'm gonna lock this up right here. Now this next one didn't get picked either. Sharita, I think it
Does
is.
it say why they didn't get picked? They did not get picked.
No.
No,
Nope.
she didn't
She
get
didn't.
picked either.
She happy in
Is
that
she
picture.
is she in her 40s?
She's 20,
How old is
27. She's
Oh.
27.
Wow.
Now we know why she wasn't good.
Oh, wow. She's 27.
Somebody must have seen the picture.
Oh my God.
You aged her by like 2 decades.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Mm.
They're like, oh wow. Now Cole here. What do you guys think about Cole?
I liked Cole.
I like Cole. I like Cole.
Yeah, I liked Cole. Yeah,
Huh?
he's cool.
He's cool. Yeah, I like him. I
I liked him.
Y'all like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Well,
I
in
like.
the pods, yeah, in the pods.
What
Yeah.
do you
Who likes him
not
in
like
the
about
pods?
him?
He's very cool. He's very cool. Very
He's
Relax,
like a kid.
lay
He
back.
asks questions like, so if we were in the forest and a cheetah came chasing after us, like what would you do? Like, I'm like, what? Like,
I liked him though. Yeah, I don't know.
really?
It wasn't just like, to me, it wasn't like all serious questions. Like, what do you do for a living? How's your
Yeah.
family? It was like just really kind of breaking the ice, being kind of silly, as well. I don't know. I liked him.
I don't know. I don't want nobody asking me stupid questions like that. I'm like, no. I need facts. Okay, we're building on facts right now.
Hey, you talking about engagement, right? You talking about
Exactly. You
engagement?
talking about my life? I need facts. That's
What do you work at?
yeah.
How much savings do you have?
Exactly.
You can
I
do
need
both.
to know all of that.
Have you ever been married before?
You know,
I think he said he wasn't he? Right? Was that
I'm not sure if he's
I
married.
don't think so. I don't think he
No?
was married before.
Okay, it was one of them. Okay.
I think
No, the other one was married before. The one who married Colleen.
Oh, okay.
I think he was in like a long relationship. I think Cole was in a long relationship, but I don't think he was married.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
He was young too. He was 27. He's a baby as well. They all look. They all young. Now that I'm looking at these ages, I'm like, they all young. I thought they was in their 30s.
Look at Colleen.
Oh yeah, the ballerina, the ballet dancer.
Yes. And believe it or not, in the pause, she got turned down a couple times.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Did they say why?
They wouldn't.
Yes. Well, Cole said the last guy, I think he said because she doesn't want to talk deep, because she likes to have fun and talk whatever, but she doesn't really like to express her feelings and talk deep. She talks surface. So that was one of the reasons why Cole had said why he didn't want to
Well,
go any
Cole,
further.
she's still a child almost. She's 26 years old. She don't even probably know what deep is yet.
I know, right?
Yeah, she's probably still watching cartoon with both of Wow. 26. I thought, because I don't watch the show, but I do know about it. I definitely thought they were in their late 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I thought there was
Not all of them. No. Some are still young, I agree. At 26, you're still trying to figure out life. You're not thinking.
Exactly. You're either fresh out of college or still trying to go for something.
Yep.
26.
Dakota, nope. He didn't choose nobody. He didn't find nobody.
Nope.
The next one is Dale.
No,
He didn't
find nobody.
Mm-mm.
Devontae, 29.
Nope.
29.
Yep.
How low do you think he was, Savannah?
Yeah, I thought he was up there with us, with our age. We're not a good point.
Yo, if you're about that age on this show, you're in very bad shape.
Oh my God.
Last ditch.
Jesus.
It's your last chance for love.
Last chance for love. That's a show for you. If you're on the show, last chance for love.
14 over.
Now I think people lying about their age because she look every bit of Paula Deen age. Now she is not no 30.
Not Paula Deen.
Maybe it's the makeup that making them look older or something. I don't
Probably.
know.
She didn't get chosen either. So
No.
she's back in the big scene.
Oh, I know he got chosen.
No, he didn't.
What?
Nope. They don't see. You can't
They
see
don't
their
see
face.
you.
All they
They
hear is a
just talk
voice.
to you.
Conversation. That's it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, that's right. They talking through the wall and they
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you do is
Another thing that threw me off. I was like, oh my God, here we go. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Savannah, would you date somebody like that? Like not without seeing them?
Nah, man, I ain't gonna do myself like that. Because I know my personality. We had a great conversation because I promise you guys, it was a guy that for 8 years he liked me. And
wow.
then when I moved to this city where he was at, I just like, hey, I don't moved here not to hook up with him or anything like that, but since I'm in town, living here now, we can meet finally since we've been Facebook friends for 8 years. Let me tell you something. He exposed everything on social media about himself except his cankles. He had big, thick ankles. You know they call them cankles?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he had little bitty teeth. I was not gonna be able to. I was not gonna
Can't get over the itty bitty teeth.
Itty bitty teeth. I can't do it. Your gums bigger than your teeth. I cannot.
Oh wow.
So I already know me. And so I remember I wasn't nasty, but when he asked to take me out again, I said no.
Oh wow.
Mm.
I wasn't gonna lead him on.
Did you give a reason why? No, because or you just said no.
Oh, I was very honest. I just told him that he was not my type of guy that I was interested in.
Mm.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
And
You know,
we're still Facebook friends, but he won't talk to me. Like I'll comment on his show.
Oh, you hurt his feelings.
He don't like he used to be my number one fan, y'all. Not anymore. He don't say nothing. He don't like nothing.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
you hurt his feelings. Oh.
Girl.
Really?
well, good thing he go to the show and get broken. You know, get like and got over to the altar and got his heart broken. The altar, he'd be a mess.
Okay.
But no, I agree, Savannah. Like again, because when I was growing up, they have cameras, you have video. Yet all you had was telephone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those hotlines, those teenage hotlines that you can call and just talk to mad random people?
Not even a hotline. I mean, just telephone. Like you be somebody said you got a boy. Say, hey, I want you to talk to this girl. You talk to her on the phone. She sounds so good, but when you meet the person, like,
They always say the people that got the best looking voices, they face don't match. They always say that.
They do not. Oh my
oh,
God.
well, she didn't get picked either.
Nope.
She what? Oh,
She did not get picked. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Kim, neither did her.
I know she did because I don't know if that's a man or a woman. I'm for real. Kim, baby. Kim, how old is she?
She's 30.
Lies. You know what? Man, she got to come up out of that gym a little bit. My goodness.
Lauren, 36. She too skinny.
Olive oil.
That she get picked?
No.
Ah.
She get picked. Matt. Oh man, this this guy here.
But
he's
in
a
the
mess.
pods, I liked him. I liked him in the pods.
No, in the pods, when he told me a story, I said, "Oh, he should not be on the show. He should be on somebody's couch. He should be on somebody's couch."
What
What was the
happened?
story? I forgot.
His story is that he was married, right, and then his wife cheated on him and got pregnant by the other guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think this was like fresh, like a year ago. I'm like, oh, and he's with his wife for about 10 years. I'm like, they're like high school sweethearts or whatever. So I'm like, no, you should not be on the show. You should be on somebody's couch getting healed. Because right now,
Yeah.
you know,
Wow.
He ain't even.
Because I'm like, if this is wrong, say again.
I said he's still wet behind the ears at his age, and he going through that. That's crazy.
28.
Yeah, I'm like, you go to something else, you'll probably be a mess, man. Nancy, 32.
Nancy. Oh yeah, she made it.
Now somebody chose her.
Two people chose her.
Yeah, two people. No, two people rejected her.
Wait, that's Nancy, right?
Nancy, yeah.
Didn't she get proposed to twice?
Yeah, she did. Two people chose her.
To Andrew Bartise.
Andrew, okay.
And Bartise, they both chose her.
She turned them down.
Yeah, she turned down
Andrew.
Oh, Bartise turned her down.
He married. He proposed to her. They both proposed to her. She accepted Bartise's proposal.
So who got turned down twice? Which one got turned down twice?
That was Colleen.
Okay.
Ballerina.
Right. Nash, next one.
Oh, he look like somebody pop up. He ain't
he look like that. What's the guy? The neighborhood guy.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Exactly.
Hey, what's going on, Isaac?
Hey, what's going on? How things going?
Hey,
Isaac.
How you doing, Isaac?
Let me get back out here.
How was everybody doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
I'm good.
Glad you could join us.
Great. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, he Raven, 29.
She made it.
I know she did.
That's the high. That's the baddie. That's the 10 out of 10. You'll find out later about that story.
Now look at this. The bad part about this is that, right, while Bartise was pouring out his heart to her, she's up there doing jumper jacks. She's like a Pilates instructor.
But you know what I find amazing about each picture that we have saw tonight is that they look way older than their age. Because she can pass for her 30s, but she's beautiful though.
How old is she?
She's 29.
29.
Oh well, she practically 30. You can go a little 30.
Round it up.
Yeah, she closer to 30. She is to 20. She in the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simmer, 27. No, he didn't.
No.
That's a good thing.
Josh, what's the name of the show again that we're discussing?
Love is Blind, season 3.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this SK here. That's what they call him on the show, and that's why I call him now because I can't pronounce his first name. So we call him SK. He actually proposed to Raven. But again,
he doesn't look 34. He looks a little younger than 34. So
yeah.
But I mean, again, he was still in school. He's still in school, in college.
He was going back to school.
Going back, yeah, but still in school. No job in school though. I'm like,
he said he have a savings.
He had money saved up though.
Yeah, so he
not to get married.
Well, it depends on what he was doing. If he's in the, I think, what was he going for? Something fancy. You gotta realize he's Nigerian. They don't get those
doctor something. I don't know.
Arts bachelor degrees. They get real
engineer
degrees.
Or something.
Yeah, that makes real money. So whatever he was going for, he said, I have a certain amount of money saved up that can, provide a certain lifestyle. So I'm like, okay, so as long as you have that. Now, if you don't have any money saved up, you're talking about let's get married. The devil is a lie.
Different story.
Yeah, now that's totally different.
Yeah, but think about it. He's going back to school in California.
I was more concerned about the distance. California and whatever state she was in, I forgot, but long distance.
That wouldn't work for me. Tony, number 34. He didn't let nobody know.
He has cute ears, though.
Cute ears?
Cute ears?
His ears stick out. That's what
the
I tell you.
Valerie. Oh, she's okay. Valerie.
Valerie got a little thigh.
Yeah.
Oh, got Valerie.
And she didn't get chosen either. I'm like,
Well, I can't see them, so.
I know. Zach 29.
Oh, he's a redhead.
He didn't get chosen. He didn't find nobody.
Mm-mm.
Zeneb. Oh my gosh. Oh God.
Who is that? Zay?
Zeneb. I can't wait.
Zay, but Zay.
I'm not really getting all to it right now. I'm gonna wait till we get
In
back
the
to
pods.
it.
Did you like
Oh my
the pods?
gosh.
They the best for last.
To me, I mean, her lack of
In the
stuff
pods.
is
She told
crazy.
him that she could fly him out. They could go flying.
Yeah, she's like,
we go to Italy for a weekend because she's a flight attendant.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, we can fly out to Italy. We can go, different places for weekend trips. And I guess she sold them on that. So she got chosen.
The only bad part, her self-confidence is like, man, I'm like, you look at this. You cannot be on a show like this and be having self-confidence issues. You can't be.
And to me, I think she's a beautiful girl. So I'm trying to figure out
but even in the thing she said I'm a flight attendant, but I don't get approached like that. Because a lot of flight attendants, you see a lot of people from a lot of, affluent lifestyles. And most of them, get like, hey, why don't we go here? Can I fly you out? Let me get your number. Let's keep contact. She said she doesn't get that. So I think, from that and then what happened to her later on, all that played a part in.
Oh, she must have got, I don't know. But in
the pod, she was all right. She was all right in the pods.
Yeah.
But did she get chosen?
Yeah.
Sure,
Yes.
Yeah. But again, her self-esteem is like so low.
It's very low.
To me, that's like crazy. It's like, oh, like get over yourself. All right, so now we're gonna go to the couples. Now, so for those who don't watch the show, what happens is that people. Isaac, do you watch the show here? The season Love Is Blind?
No, I don't watch the show, but I see that I got to go watch it now.
Yes. Season 3.
Yeah, watch it. Yes. So what happened was like the way it works is that people from all over the world come together and they talk to each other through pods. They don't see each other, and just by conversation alone, they make a decision to get engaged to someone. I would never do that. I think it's stupid. So I have a question. Who here thinks that's a good idea to get engaged to somebody just based upon talking to them?
Get engaged?
Get engaged. I'm not saying date. I say get engaged.
Now I know people who fall in love just by talking to a person.
Yeah, that happens.
That can happen.
But not engaged though.
So okay, based upon this show here, it is true that people can fall in love with each other based upon words, not even because again they don't see these people, but they fall in love with these people and not even seeing them.
Yeah.
I mean I ain't gonna say it won't happen, but I ain't gonna lie. I thought that guy I was telling y'all about earlier was hella cute through social media.
They must have FaceTime back then.
No, yeah, like I'm telling you, you can look like Halle Berry and on social media, but the minute you meet in person, I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on a second. Is this you? Is this you?
She's like, she got catfish.
Catfish.
His ankles was the size of my bottom, and he was smaller than a newborn. So, yeah, I don't be trusting the social media stuff. 8
Really,
years, guys. 8 years. Like, yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. Really that's crazy. Yeah, but what happened? It's dangerous. People do fall in love because even with the catfish show, people actually spend money in deep relationships. Never seen a person. I don't see how. Due to the fact that we're in 2022 and we got video cameras, I'm like, no. I want to see video.
FaceTime you. Yep.
Don't tell me how much you love me. Don't even know money. I want to see video.
Look, I'm like the beta. I got to see the whole body because we know women are notorious for putting the sexiest picture up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Head up.
They're
We know the
notorious for
perfect
that.
poses and everything.
Isaac, have you ever happened to you?
I've had somebody to tell me that they fell in love with me just based off of my voice, but I ain't never got engaged to anybody just by talking to them. Nope.
Did you ever have you ever met somebody off of like social media and like then you meet them in person and they're like totally different person?
I've never met anybody on social media and then meet them in person and they look totally different. But I do know of people that catfish on social media. I personally know people that catfish on social media.
Oh, that do the catfishing.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Yes.
I would say Isaac was a catfish. I thought Isaac was like 6 foot tall.
I catfish.
And Isaac is 5'7". I said,
Okay. You do look like you would be a tall guy.
Let me
In my pictures, I look tall in my pictures.
yes.
Yeah, you do.
For a whole year. I didn't see Ike for a whole year. And then when I met him in person, I was like, what are we doing?
what the 5 feet?
I thought that sucker was about 6 foot tall. That sucker 5'7".
Oh no.
That is funny.
God.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the next part. So of course, after you got people, they talk to each other through the pods, they fall in love, and then they meet. So now we're gonna meet the couples, and we're gonna talk about the interaction when they meet, because we're gonna talk about what happens when they meet. So let me go to share my screen. All right. Let's talk about who's this? Can you see my screen yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we see it.
Let's talk about first Nancy and Bartiz. Yo, no, I don't know. Maybe these young guys got this honest stuff mixed up. I mean, there's some stuff you just shouldn't say, especially somebody you just met like a week ago. Because what happened was all these couples get together, right? And they hang out like in a pool and they be drinking and whatnot. And then they meet these people that they had a connection with but didn't chose. So of course, Bartiz met Raven, who he thought that because they both work out would really fit together, fit better. So when he met her, he said, "Oh, she's hot." And then he told his fiance, Nancy, that very same thing that night. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, come on, you can't be that dumb. Because what happened was she was sharing her heart. Said, "You know what? I met SK, and you know what? I don't see how he got my top 10." And she's like, "No, now that I see him, yeah, I'm glad I chose you." Then he gonna say,
How many days do these people have to fall in love?
how many days?
Yeah.
I think it's only like 9 days. I think it's not long.
Oh Jesus!
They go into pies like here every day, going to different pies, talking to each other.
Right. The first season, I seen how it actually goes, but I think like the first season, I was like, I think I watched a couple of episodes, and I was like, you know that.
You gotta watch on. You gotta continue on. It gets more.
I have to go back and watch it.
Especially the first season. I think first season is definitely like it's like crazy. So Joy, what do you think about this one where he goes back to the hotel and his bed with his fiance and start telling him how attractive he think him and Raven would have been if they got together.
Look.
Yeah, you just see Nancy's face. She said,
But Nancy kept calm though. She
definitely kept calm. Because one thing you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna ever tell Joy that some other chick is a smokehouse. Then
That's the words he used to.
yeah, that's the word he said. He's like, she's a smokehouse. He's like, but I kind of already knew that, we both are the type of people that other people would be attracted to.
Yep.
You ain't gonna tell me that, but you definitely ain't gonna tell me that on TV. Okay,
Right.
you ain't gonna tell me that in front of no cameras. Okay,
Right.
it would have been it would have turned to the first 48. After that, it would have been Love Is Blind, first 48 chapter. That it would have been it. That you would not. I don't understand how these women signed up for embarrassment. This is the part that I was just like, ain't no way. You gonna sit there and let this man, and you're just like, okay, well, at least he was honest. What?
Yeah, right. No, look. He said this. He said, "Aren't you glad I'm being honest with you?" Honest. Yeah. I said in my head, "Bruh, trust me. She's not happy. You're honest with her. Trust me."
You saw what she said to the producer.
Listen. He says, when women say, "I want you to be honest with me," they really don't want you to be honest.
Yes, we do.
Don't fall that trap. Don't fall
Yes,
that trap.
Yes, we do, baby. Yes, we do. We do want it.
So Savita. So you tell me, okay, you engaged this guy, right? He meets somebody at a pool that he had connected with, and you're in bed, you're sharing your heart, and he says, "You know what? That chick I gave up is a smokehouse." How would you?
What's a smokehouse?
A smoke
Really
show,
beautiful.
like extremely beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So how would you feel, Savita?
If just say it again, how would I feel if a guy?
Yeah, if somebody,
fiance,
your fiance, not a guy, a fiance, telling you that a chick he passed up on is hot.
I won't feel some type of way. I probably would agree with him because I read it when I see it.
No, okay.
That's the one that you said was actually beautiful. That was her. I don't remember, but yeah.
I'm confused now.
Okay, so he got engaged to this lady here, right?
No, the problem, this issue here. When they're in the pods, they actually develop connections with these other people. So, but again, they don't see them. So when they see them in person, they say, "Oh my gosh, this person's hot."
Be careful.
So it's like me personally, I think differently. I think it's different.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I was about to say, y'all might as well just get on the same camera. Like, yeah, I do.
I just thought about it.
Slide over.
Yeah. So I think the issue. So Tracy, how would you feel? Somebody said it to you.
What would you do if Josh still came in and told you another chick was hot?
Oh, I wouldn't do it.
Now you're talking about. You're not talking about now. You're talking about.
Yeah, that's stupid.
How are we asking now? You got to rephrase. Like if I was on the show, like this.
Same way. If we're engaged, if we went through the pods, and I chose you to be engaged to, and then that night, then that day we go meet other couples that we didn't choose, and then I come back, we're sharing a heart, and I say, "Oh my gosh, the person I passed up on, she's hot."
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be in jail, just like Joy said.
Big bloody sheep. What happened? Go ahead, Tracy.
I say in my head, of course, I know she's beautiful or whatever, but I think that's because if you're married, engaged, dating, of course you're not blind. You can see other people are attractive. That will never go away. So the fact is, I would definitely be upset. So keep that in your head, because I'm sure when I got there, I'm sure I'm seeing other guys too that I passed up on. Like, wow, they're handsome, they're cute, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to sit there and tell you. So I think that's just disrespectful.
I agree. And again, you just see Nancy's face. He said, aren't you glad I'm honest? And you just see her face looking. I'm like, you might have told her you cheated on her, because she'll never forget that for the rest of her life.
Oh, that'll never. She'll never forget that.
And then also, so another issue with them is that when they moved into together, because eventually they move in together, and of course during this time they start talking about other issues. And one of the issues they had was Nancy said that if she had to, she would have an abortion. She's okay with that, but Bartiz was not okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
And due to the fact that, because Nancy, I think she's like type of nurse, so she a nurse like special aid children, something like that. So she see the challenges. Yeah, therapist. So she see the challenges that some of your parents and families go through. So she said, if we had a child, or the child was going to be eventually, was known that they come out like deformed or some type of issues, she would get abortion. He's like, oh no, we can't get an abortion. There's no way we can do that.
Well, his whole family didn't like it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, before that issue, they were kissing, hugging. I mean, but when they get to the issue after that, all the hugging stopped, all the kissing stopped.
After he saw Raven, the abortion talk just like stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was crazy, because I'm just thinking, I'm like, it's easy for people to say, oh no, just have that baby.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't understand, like, some of those children can't do anything for themselves, and they're gonna be like that for the rest of their lives. So if you die before them, you got to realize somebody else going to be hit with that burden, or they're going to be put in those hospitals or something and maybe mistreated for the rest of their lives. So I don't think people think that through. They're just like, oh well, I got a baby and God gave it to us, and it's just like, I understand that, but sometimes people. It's sometimes when abortion, if I can't handle that, like me, by the grace of God, my daughter came out great. She was perfect. She was healthy. But I know I'm not special needs child mom. Like, I don't have no patience for it. I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the, oh yeah, well, let me treat you like a baby for the rest of your life. No, I don't want to take care of a goldfish. I'm not about to. I ain't gonna say that because that's gonna sound bad. I don't take. I don't have it in me. I don't, and I know that there's some women who are like me who like, look, I ain't got it in me.
I think it kicks in when you have the child, because
I don't think so.
Because I don't think that everybody that has a special needs child, but that gift kicks in when you have the child for some people.
For some people,
yeah. Yeah, because I don't see me. I'm not that some people.
Well, I'll say for that issue, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to deal with it? And that's the question
for the rest of your life.
Because again, remember that those issues. I've seen some shows with like a child that have that's very schizophrenic. It tears the marriage apart.
Well, most of the time it does, and that's what she was saying. She was like, she's seen families be broken apart because trying to take care of those children, that's stressful.
Yeah,
it's an enormous amount of stress, and most marriages can't handle that amount of stress.
Yeah, and that's a lot of attention.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Try getting a babysitter for that child. They're gonna be like, no, I'm not doing all that. So you gotta take that kid with you. No.
So let's move on to this couple. Raven and SK, they got together. SK proposed to Raven. Me personally, I don't think they're a good fit.
Yeah, I think they should be friends. That's it.
I think just personality wise, just stuff they enjoy, just totally different. But they got engaged. They don't handle it. So what happened was Raven had to like change her whole life because he's Nigerian, and of course, when she met her parents, they had to eat food. They eat food with their hands, and she's like, "No, I need me a fork." And then, of course, when they got ready to get married, I think, matter of fact, when she was trying off her dress, the parents, the mother, and the sister were telling her, "Well, he's a guy, so you got to cater to him. You got to make sure you have food when he wants it. You got to make sure he has this when he wants it. Blase, blase. The man got to be catered to." And she just looked dumbfounded. I'm like, hey.
Well, you got to realize one thing you understand, people, especially if they're like maybe the first generation Americans, they hold their culture very dear to them. Yeah. And near to them. Like, so even if you have somebody who wants to marry into that family, they expect that person to appreciate, and adapt to because they understand that if you have grandchildren, I don't want my grandchildren to just be raised like one of you westernized Americans. I need them to still hold on to our virtues and our morals and our traditions as a Nigerian person. And I think that's what they were trying to tell her. And I think she was just like, yeah, no. And he said, he's like, I don't expect that. When she told them, you know, your mom and your sister stuff was saying they expect me to cook. And he was just like, no, I don't really expect that. But I mean, I think that some things, when it comes to culture, you need to find out what do they hold dear to them. So you can see if you can adapt to that lifestyle, because you marrying into a culture.
Yeah.
You're marrying into a whole culture. It's not like you marrying a dude that grew up down the street from you. You married a guy that family comes from a whole nother country, a whole nother world.
Well, that's what happened whenever you marry someone from a different culture. You gotta understand, you gotta deal with their culture, because that's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, that's a part of them.
Will adapt. But again, they didn't really have no real action. They were kind of boring, to tell you the truth. Like he's in college, he's still in school, so I think he's on the wrong show. You know,
well, he's going back to school.
He's going back to school. Well, again,
now what she might have been thinking was, oh, if he's going for one of those real good degrees and he already got money saved up, this could be my money train.
Now, brother. She's expensive. I couldn't mess with her.
She said she took $500 to get her hair done. I'm like what? $450 that day.
Thank God
I
she
don't
works.
know what the $500 spent on. I'm like
I'm like, if I'd heard that, I was like, no, what? I'm just gonna make it. We spent $500 on your hairdo. Real man, so there's no way we
I'm gonna let Isaac take my spot, and I'm finna prep for my assignment right quick.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I said no, you're good. You know, I can't mess with you. You're too expensive for me. $500 for a hairdo.
But what I liked about that though is she's very independent. She works. She said she didn't need anybody to take care of her because she has her own job, her own money. So I do like that part of what she was saying, but she was saying that she wasn't going to compromise any of that either, because this is her lifestyle she wants to keep up with. So that's where I really thought they should have just went opposite ways. You watched the what do you call it, the reunion, you know.
Oh, hold on, you're doing far. Yeah,
I don't want to. Oh,
okay.
But you think about this right now. She's a bottle girl.
Yeah, she
ain't have a baby yet. Wait till she have a baby. She can't go back out there and pop bottles. Okay, then she's still expecting him to take care of that $500 hairdo, the massages. She said she get facials every other weekend. Like it's a whole lot of upkeep that she has going on. That she must realize that if you got married and start having kids, you can't be out here, because she's a Pilates instructor. I don't know how much Pilates instructors get paid, but you gotta have 2 or 3 other side hustles. I know
you get mad much.
Didn't she say she was doing something on the side?
Yeah,
she's a bottle girl
at a bar
club, and does she bartend too?
I don't know if she bartends.
I thought so.
Yeah, so she does 2 other things on top of Pilates. Like, girl.
She need bright. What she can do? Stop getting $500 hairdos.
Yeah, exactly.
Quit with her jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So okay, next, Zanab and Cole. Oh my gosh! I mean, this.
Woo.
Yo,
this was the worst couple, I thought.
Once again, Cole. They of course the couples meet, and Cole's in a pool and just sharing his heart to another person about, oh yeah, I think she's cute now. So I think she's cute now, but it's not perfect. I'm like, and then right, he had a thing for Colleen. Mm-hmm. So when he seen Colleen, he said, oh my gosh, I think he's hot. And matter of fact, he said Colleen, him and Colleen was talking. He said, yeah, Colleen, yeah, we in the real world. I'll definitely talk to you. And from there, we'll see where it goes. Oh my gosh. And then, right, once again, another honest guy. There's him and Zanette was in the bedroom at night, and he was saying, and I think she was saying, she asked him. He said, Zanab said, how would you rate me? He said, let me tell you what he said. He said, you are 9.
You're a 9 out of a 10.
9 out of 10. And then he said, oh, but Colleen, she's a 10 out of 10. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
stupid.
I'm like, where do these guys come from? I'm like, who's teaching these guys?
Ain't no way.
Yo, I'm like, no, bro, I just said, bro, guess what? She's gonna remember this for the rest of her life. Hey, what you think about that?
Well, I think first of all, I think you shouldn't grade anybody. You know, oh, hey, she's a 10 out of 10. What do you think I am? Or, you know, I don't think you should ask that question, period. You know what I mean? Because even if you think the person you're with is like a 2, you're not going to say, oh, well, you're a 2. Even if you're not comparing that person to anybody else, like nobody's really going to tell that person like the low number.
You shouldn't.
I mean, you're either going to say, you know, I'd rather not say, or
You
you're
should.
going to say a 10.
You should.
So I think it's just like the stupidest question anyway. But in this situation, just give them, say your person you're with is a 10 out of 10 and just say, you know, whatever you got to say, but don't put the other girl a higher number. That's my opinion.
Hey, guys, what do you think about that?
Look, if you're a 1, I'm gonna tell you that you're a 1. I ain't got time to lie to you. You're 1. Look, that's what I'm saying. But I ain't never gonna give nobody a 10 out of 10. That ain't gonna happen. Never.
Yeah, man. He like,
Nobody's perfect.
yeah, you're 9, but she's a 10 out of 10. I'm like, bro, you might have told her.
Horrible.
You might have just told her you just slept with her, and you're gonna break up. You're married.
That's the equivalent of a man saying, "Well, who's your best?" And you be like, "Oh, Roger." Right. That's the equivalent of that. Like you, no matter even if he's the worst, you don't ever tell him
Exactly.
that there was someone that was better at it than he is. You praise him like, "No, babe, you the best." You know what I'm saying? You have to do that. That's the equivalent of telling somebody they're 9 out of 10 and somebody else is 10 out of 10.
Yo, you just
Don't
met
ask
the
the question.
You just met the person. Just met this person in person. This time, not tell the truth. I'm sorry. Now this guy here, this guy Matt, he's a basket case. I'm telling you.
He's just a scorned man. That's all.
Yeah, I like Matt.
This guy's nuts. Yo, of course. Now his story is that he was hurt. He was married, and his wife, I think his wife cheated on him. Got pregnant. Like I said, Matt, you should not be on the show. You be on,
Look at Isaac face.
you be on somebody's couch.
His wife cheated, and when she cheated, she got pregnant from my cheating.
Yes.
Yeah, he shouldn't be on the show yet. That is automatic setup to get used again.
Look at this. He was with his wife about 10 years.
No longer than that. They were high school.
Yeah. This just happened about a year ago. I'm like, bro, you should be on somebody's couch, getting healed, you know, get your comeback.
Nah, too soon. That happened to me. And I wasn't trying to date nobody anytime soon.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially like get married. Especially like, I wouldn't get married in a year. You crazy. So let me so this is why he reacted the way he reacted. So what happened was right. So Colleen was talking to Cole, and they said like, yeah, you know, if we was in the real world, you know, I will approach you and we'll talk and have some drinks, and then whatever happens. Colleen told Matt about the conversation,
which is good. She did,
and Matt blew up. I mean, Matt went crazy. Matt, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, we got damaged goods.
Yeah. That's his defense mechanism. You gotta realize this man done got cheated on. And not only did she let another man, she let another man knock her up.
I know, yo.
And he didn't even terminate the pregnancy to hide it. She's a bold one. Like she got pregnant. It was just like, yeah, no, I got pregnant by an old boy. That's hard.
yeah.
That's hard. Like you ain't even gonna try to cover it up. It ain't gonna be nothing. You just gonna get pregnant, had his baby, and just tell me I got pregnant by, you know, Sean from down the street. Ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way.
Yes, this is my thought. If he get hurt again soon, guess what? He'll probably break up and just go to a deep depression because you know. So what happened was, another instance was that they was at an event. Then the women went out, right? And the men, I think he went back to his hotel room or his place they were staying at.
Yeah, the hotel.
And Colleen didn't come back. I think she was out. She went out.
She went out with the rest of the girls to a club.
He blew up. He started packing his bag. He said, I'm not doing this. I'm not marrying her. There's no way. She didn't come back. I'm like, bro, she's out with other girls.
Relax.
But she has serious trust issues. Like so you have to understand when you decide you want to be with someone who is damaged goods, you accept all the repercussions that come with them. It's like when you get a refurbished phone. You know somebody else used it. You know it might break. But you're like, look, it was cheap and I needed it. Okay? So you take it.
Come on, used car Joy. No warranty included. No warranty included.
Some refurbished products are better than the new product.
And sometimes they are, and I believe that with him. I think once he passes through all of the other hurts and stuff and get over those battles, he may be an amazing person. I'm not. A lot of people damage.
Yeah.
But once they get through that process, they may be amazing. You know, amazing spouse. But when she signed up for that, she has to understand, okay, he has really deep trust issues. You have to build that trust with him. He's not one of those guys who's like, oh, I don't know you. Let me just trust you because he's already been burned.
Yeah.
And so I think once they pass that and get through those trust issues, if she can hold out that long, I think he would be a great guy. He's a VP of some type of some company. He seemed like he comes from a good family. So I mean, I think he'd be a good guy. He just damaged goods. He's a refurbished phone.
And the worst thing, when the keyword is this, when he's in the party, he said, I need somebody to help me to open up. I need somebody to help me get over this. I'm like, yo, bro, you're in the wrong show. You're in the wrong show. I mean,
well, I think for Colleen, until he fully heals, she's gonna have to walk on thin ice, I guess, because any little thing, if she's late, she's 5 minutes late, you know, he's gonna be like, what are you doing? You're cheating. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I would say about that.
I would never be somebody like that, because I know, I mean, they'd just be like on your back, because I guess they need you to make them better. And that's like there's
a lot of like, she'll have to, you know, constantly, you know, placate to his emotions and his feelings. But think about it. A lot of women have to do that with men who claim they're not, you know, they don't have baggage, and a lot of y'all do. And guess what? There's things that we have to do to make sure that y'all feel comfortable enough to not think that, oh yeah, she's gonna leave me or she's gonna run away. A lot of men are like that. So he's just extreme. He's on the extreme spectrum of that. But a lot of men are like that. A lot of men.
Well, I think a lot of people like that, especially people who've been through bad relationships. They are, you know.
Most people have, unless you're like 20. Getting into a relationship, or 18. Like most people have already been through some stuff with people and have those things and they're like, I don't trust you completely.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know?
Now let's talk about Alexa and Brennan. You know, they're like the ideal couple.
One of my faves.
They had no real, you know, I think one of the biggest challenge. Well, I think Brennan he decided he's going to change his whole religion.
Now that I'm not doing. Okay, if you're not a born again Christian, forget about it. I'm not changing to what you are.
I'm not sure how deep he was in this Christianity, but soon as he met Alexa and met the family, he said, oh yes, and they're Jewish, they're real Jewish. And they had a contract. They said we got a contract where if you divorce her, you still got to take care of her. I'm like, what? I'm out. Let me tell you something. If we get divorced, I ain't paying for anything.
Except the kids.
Well, you gotta realize, in most cases, men gonna take care, if depending on how long that marriage was, and unless they have a prenup, most men end up, if he's a breadwinner, most men end up having to pay alimony.
Alimony, yeah.
She got money though. She got money.
No. Her family has money.
No, she's a broker. She got money.
Oh yeah, she got money too. They got money, but she has money too because she does whatever. Yeah.
But again, contract that if you get divorced, you still got to take care of her in a house. I'm like,
guess what? The government has that. That's called a marriage. You leave her, you're gonna have to pay alimony and child support until whenever. So that's already a contract that you sign in the day you say I do. You got to understand that if you decide you want to leave this woman and you making the money, that woman can have the right to say, I want half his pension, I want half the house, I want the cars, I want the. Now you done did this. You ain't signed that same contract that he did, but inevitably you signed that same contract that he did.
Keeper.
There's a reason why they say it's cheaper to keep her.
We all might be Jewish then.
We all Jewish, okay? All kinds of shaloms going around. All types of shaloms.
I'm gonna be Muslim.
Just get married in spirit. Like we gonna be husband spirit marriage. We don't need no paper.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about the marriage portion of it. Let's start here. We start here. Of course, which is good. Alexa and Brennan, they actually walked down the aisle, and they both said yes. So hands down, just clap up for them. They said yes. Matt and Colleen, they walked down the aisle. They both said yes.
She'll have to deal with a lot of stuff, but if she can ride it out, they'll be a good couple.
But she gonna have to now.
Don't have to, but
Cole and Zaneb. Oh my gosh. I think I was ready to like jump through the TV and just like I mean she did this guy dirty on national television. Come on.
But I can get it. That was payback from the 9 out of 10 comment.
No, Joy.
This is worse.
This is worse.
I know, but you gotta realize she said this brother was telling her not to eat because she was getting too fat.
But she was lying.
She was lying.
Yeah, she was lying, and she was mean to him a lot of times.
So this, what happened was, they got down the aisle.
She went on the show to make herself look good.
No, say again.
She was lying to make herself look good.
Yeah.
No, she's crazy. Hey, bro, she's crazy. Crazy women who just crazy. They just make up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's one of those.
We found that out at the reunion.
So what happened was, right? They walked down the aisle, right? No, let me start. The whole day she was crying. Because her parents died when she was younger, so I'll be there. And I think her sister
couldn't come. She lived overseas as well. I think.
Yeah. So she was crying all morning. Oh my gosh, crying, tears. And they said, "Are you gonna? Do you know if you're gonna say yes or not?" She said, "I don't know if I'm gonna say yes or not." And both of them was still unsure if they can say yes. They got down the aisle. And then I think Cole gave his spiel first. Was it? Did he give his spiel first?
No.
He didn't
even talk.
So they asked Zaneb, and Zaneb just went.
She added him a new one.
I mean, she said, "You are so evil. You broke down my self-esteem. I mean, you just talked about me. I mean, she said, you're the worst person in the world. I'm like, oh my gosh, in front of his family."
Well, at least his parents didn't show up, so his parents wasn't there.
Yo, come on, man, come on. Yo, at least, no, I said, you know what? This is not gonna work. I just do based upon our experience.
Just say no.
Go say no, then go back and behind the closed doors and then give it to him. But she got in public right in front of everybody, all his friends. Him and his friends praying right before the wedding. I'm glad they prayed. The way she did him dirty, man. I mean, you just tore this young guy heart out, boy.
Well, she was one of those mean. For what I don't know if it was the passing of her parents and. I'm not sure because she's just nasty. She's one of those ladies who, like, if he leaves something, she's like, "Oh yeah, well, there's a laundry basket right there. Like, do I have to keep cleaning up behind you? Like, why you didn't season the chicken? Like, she's the nagging wife that the Bible talks about. Like, her face should be there. Whenever y'all read that scripture, y'all should think about her because she's the type of wife that would make a husband say, "I'll sleep on the roof. Matter of fact, I will sleep at your house for 2 nights because you to nag me so much about small, little, minute things that I can't even enjoy you because we're so caught up on, oh, well, that's not there. Well, why do you do this? I don't find that funny." And we've seen that side of her. But she claimed that he was mean behind the scenes. When the camera was off, he was nasty to her and all other stuff. Now, he was wrong for, being all up on Colleen and other stuff like that. And I think,
yeah, that was messed up, yeah.
Yeah, so I think she was holding it, but that shows how nasty she is. I think she was holding all of that so that she could get him to the big stage.
Big screen.
And
Even Steven.
I'm like, I'm gonna get him when he's the most vulnerable. I'm gonna get to the big stage and I'm just gonna embarrass him in front of everybody. And that's what she did. Her friends started clapping like, yes.
And they all, Isaac, they all got up and walked up together. I'm like,
wow.
They playing this.
Yep.
Wow.
She from a drug and they all got up and walked up together.
After clapping, they were clapping like,
Wow.
I mean, Isaac, how would you feel this? Isaac, give your response. You at home, right? Cooking dinner for your woman, and as soon as she come home, she start nitpicking about the food you're gonna cook in.
Look, that's when I just eat the food. And so you ain't gotta worry about eating. You can go down to whatever store right down the street and eat. You ain't gotta eat my cooking.
And that's how she was. She's like, yeah. So you can't, don't season this, don't do this, don't season this like that. I'm like, yo, shut up. I mean, this just got along, man. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. So that was I mean, and then again, during a reunion, Cole came out. I mean, he looked like he had a bad month.
I felt so bad for Cole.
Yeah, he was all crying. He was so sad.
Look, he had him shaving like a month.
I felt so bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
She done broke that little guy spirit, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
mm-hmm.
But again, the problem is that she lied because she said this, right? She said on the reunion, she said, "Oh yeah, no, if I had to do the whole experience over again, I would do it with you, Cole." I said, hold on a second. He was so mean. He talked about you. He broke down your self-esteem, and you still are saying that if you had to do this again, you'll do it with him. You're lying. You're lying. And then Isaac, look at this. Isaac, look at this. She complained about a certain portion of the show that they didn't show on tape, and Cole said, "I hope somebody, Colleen, you lying. I didn't say that. I hope they play back the tape." And guess what? After the reunion show ended, they played the tape. They played that clip, and it showed him, Cole, not saying anything bad to her at that time.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, look, I think that these guys got low self-esteem too, and because show or not, well, I know that they have to do a portion for the show to make the show worthy of watching, because they got to get the ratings.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then also they got to get their paychecks too. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because if that was real life, like, itch please.
Yo, if somebody came down the aisle and said that to me in front of people, I think I'd have been in jail. I think I'd have went down. I think I would have snapped.
It's been out here looking like the
I've been walking out with
Rocky
handcuffs.
Everybody just start fighting.
Yeah, I think I walked out and it tough with the handcuffs because so let's talk about Raven and SK. So so what happened was they walked down the aisle. I mean, Raven pretty much had to change her whole life and dress in a dress and put some stuff on her head that wasn't her. Only get down to the aisle for SK to say no. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what, nigga?
No, what, nigga?
I'm like, yo, I'd have my whole thing. After all I've been through, even my fingers, even food I really don't like, I'm like, what? You gonna say no?
I was shocked about that though.
I was shocked too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I just said, no, I just said, no, you should have been on the show in the first place.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it is, at the reunion, they ended up getting back together.
Back dating again, yeah.
Yeah, so they dating. So I believe that whatever it is wasn't that bad, obviously.
Be desperate.
Like, I don't know. Now I don't know if they're gonna stay together, but
they're gonna be desperate. Let me tell you something. If somebody reject me and behind closed doors, we're not talking again. We're not totally gay. You reject me on TV, we definitely not totally gay. I'm gonna find somebody just because of that.
Lord have mercy.
Matter of fact, I'm going to the bar next week. Go find somebody.
Well,
But But other than that, they pretty much they really had a very uneventful time with it.
yeah. They
Now
were there for their money.
Yeah.
let's talk about Bartiz and Nancy. Now they had a rough time throughout the whole show. Going up and down. But they trying to make some strides going forward. They got these bracelets where it says like, yeah, we're gonna get a bracelet so they don't
Forever bracelets. You can't take them
You
off.
can't take them off. I don't see that didn't do anything.
You compare him like he ran a toupee on his head.
Got a style, man. Flat tops,
Right?
I thought that was going back to the 90s,
He's bringing it back.
But I think you don't get no forever bracelet until you know this person will be with you forever. This show,
Right.
No. So right, but they got down to the owl. They got down to the altar. I think Colleen said yes, and I think Nancy said yes, and I think Bartiz said no, and she said, "I just said okay." She walked out on. She walked out on him, and then but again, when Bartiz met her mother said, "Okay, hey, don't do my daughter dirty. I have a gun." I think her family Puerto Rican or Spanish,
and her brothers too. Her little brothers.
I think.
Oh my gosh. Yo, Bartiz is about to get smacked up after the. He said, "I can't believe you did this to her. You can't. I told you guys. He didn't want to do her. I told you guys from get.
He sensed it. Yep.
Yep. Yo, Bartiz was about to get smacked up. Yo, I was getting excited. Yo, I'm like, yo. The first fight on Love Is Blind. Yeah, but then of course, right after they went like behind the closed doors, and he tried to say, "Let me talk to you." He said, "Yeah, I know it's not good right now, but maybe we can work at it." She said, "Nope."
No.
Good for Nancy.
Yeah.
And look at this. She pulled off that forever bracelet.
Yeah.
Yo, I understand.
Nancy's been embarrassed enough. Why talk after the show? There's nothing to talk about. So.
Yo, like I said before, again, it's one thing to get your heart broken behind closed doors. Nobody know you. You get a text message that somebody said, "I don't want to beat you anymore," or you get a phone call, or they do in person. But yo, it's a whole different level. You go on TV, you get all dressed up, you go through the whole project, and then they still say no. Come on, that's heartbreaking. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do it. Before
I think with them, I think Bartiz, to me overall, he was too caught up on the looks. You know what I mean? I think as we know, when you come on this show, you have to get looks out of your head. So obviously Nancy is not his type. Raven is. So to me, throughout the whole show, he was just still too stuck on looks. Because in the pods, him and Nancy, to me, like their personalities gelled more. They laughed, they giggled, and so forth like that. Him and Raven, to me, the only thing they had in common was like looking good, and they both have like extra. They're extroverts and things like that. But to me, they didn't really seem like they had fun together and like gel like him and Nancy. So I think. Like I said before, when he saw Nancy, I think he thought that she was cute, but not his like type. You know what I mean? So between not being his type and seeing Raven and the abortion, the other stuff, I think that's really just what he just, thought too much in his head. And then I guess he just said no. You cannot come on a show like this and be thinking in your head. You gotta be a person that says, okay, whatever happens, let's roll with it. Because a lot of stuff will go on that normally would not go on. Because you're doing the whole process backward. Typically, you meet somebody, you connect with them, and then you'll probably
be friends with them first, then date them, and then after a couple years, or a couple years, you know for sure that you're gonna say I do when you get down to the altar. Done totally backwards. When you meet a person in a couple of days, you get engaged to them, and then you're supposed to get married to them.
Because he was still too concerned about Raven. Like, he was just in the pool when they were talking. He was still so stuck on the looks and this. And Raven, she was cool. Like, she wasn't, of course he's attractive, but she wasn't into him like that. She was with SK now.
Yeah,
but
she played him. She said, I got my man.
Yeah. Bartise, to me, just seems like he still wants to play the field.
What's their age difference?
I think Nancy's about what, 30
something, and he's 27. 27.
Something like, yeah.
She was like 32, 33, and he's
27. Yeah,
because she said she would never date in real life. She would never date nobody young like that. And she should have went with that good. She should have stayed with that.
Well, that happens when you date somebody younger. That's the challenge. That's what happens. They don't share some of the same philosophies that you do. So, unfortunately, that's the way cookie crumbles. Yeah. Well, guys, hope you had a good time of laughter and fun. Our recap of Love Is Blind. I hope we didn't spoil your desire to go watch it.
No, you never spoiled it because I never watched I've never watched Love Is Blind. I always see it, but I never watch it.
You know what? No, how about this? You need to start with season 1 then.
Yeah, watching the first season, and I was like, these folks stupid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it because some of the stuff in there, it's shocking. I'm telling you, it's very.
If it's anything like that, like the very first season that I watched, and I think I was forced to watch it. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't forced to watch it. I wasn't forced to watch it. But it was stupid. I'm like, these folks. It ain't no. I forget the couple name, but it was the guy that was like, this is your ultimatum. If you.
Ultimatum.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's a whole other show.
That was a whole other show. Oh my God, dude! But anyway, I ain't never watched Love Is Blind.
Yeah, but somebody see if you don't ever seen the show, Ultimatum is another show where a couple gives each other the opportunity to go live with somebody else for I think a week or so, and then come back together. I think one couple had sex.
And they never showed it, but I think they had sex too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, one couple had sex. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow!
It was very apparent. When I say it was very,
it was very apparent.
It was very apparent.
They had sex with somebody else.
They were feeling each other from the time they walked in and they all met each other. They were already feeling.
Oh, you never seen it?
No, I don't think.
You ever watch it? Look, like this one couple, right? This one couple, older couple. They was on it, right? They was thinking about letting each other go be with somebody else. And at the very beginning, they gotta make a decision who you're gonna be with for your next 2 weeks. And the older couple said, Nope, we're gonna stay together. We're gonna get married.
Smart.
And plus, I don't think they were older, so I don't think they would gel with anybody on that show because they're like older and it was just a week of wasting time. But that was interesting. So I have a question, guys. Before we close out, would you say Love Is Blind?
No.
Why say that? What?
Love is never blind because you see it. Now, what blinds you is the emotion. Is that your emotions is what blinds you. Your emotions causes you not to see, not to pay attention to the red flags. Your emotions is what will force you to clear a red flag when the person hasn't validated. When a person has not validated the reasons why that you have that red flag. So no, I don't think that Love Is Blind because you get to see every single thing that comes towards you. You see the faults and you make a decision, and most of the times you're gonna compromise something that you know that you would not stand for because
Mm.
about this person that you like. So no, love is not blind.
All right, Tracy, do you think love is blind?
I will have to agree with Minister Isaac, and that also goes back to one of the couples, Alexa and Brendan, when they at the reunion they had said they were like the perfect couple, but when they actually moved in together, they got to see different things about one another. So, like Minister was saying, that you are blinded. The love will blind you, seeing the red flags and so forth like that. So I would say no. It sounds good, but I would say you're in lust. I would call this like in lust. You know what I mean? Because you're not on the show. You're not really falling in love. You're just falling in love with what they say, and you're not even seeing a face. You're falling in love with what they're saying.
Yeah.
So I would say no.
Wait, would you say love is blind?
I don't think love is blind. I think infatuation is blind, though.
Yeah.
Because I know people when they in that butterfly stage, they don't see other people. We could see clear as day because we're not in love with that person. But they don't see, they may not see that, like, yo, this person's ugly. You ever seen people and they all googly eyed and you like, bruh, do you see what I'm seeing? But I guess because they so infatuated with this person that they don't see it. They completely blind. They ignorant to it.
Yeah, that's even after the alcohol has gone. So
look, I done seen some people with some dog faced, and I'm just like, bruh, I don't know what's going on. But I understand that with that infatuation. Look, I've dated ugly people. And I knew that was ugly in the back of my head. Like I knew they were ugly. But
that's horrible.
What ended up happening, like I knew. I was like, yeah, I know.
What
happened was all of the other stuff, blinded their ugliness. It's like a veil. So all of the the cute things that they do, the things that they say, all that stuff cover their veil. But after that infatuation wears off and that veil goes up, you like, oh no, let me get the next bus going out of town. I'm not doing this with you. No, I'm not doing this.
I think Tracy said she had a friend one time who said, "Oh yeah, I know my man's ugly, but that's why I dress him up."
Yeah.
You treat him like a baby.
She was dating a guy that was ugly, but she put him in name brand clothes and stuff.
Because she knew he was ugly. Oh God! I'm telling you, people know when they.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The only time it look good is when it clothes off.
Don't get naked.
The clothes is on.
Turn lights off. It's dark. Oh, you look so good.
Wait a minute. He said, "I know my dude ugly. That's why I put him in name brand clothing."
Yep,
wow.
Nice clothes. Yep.
All she sees is Nike.
Just got Gucci going across his chest. That's all she sees. Babe, you look so good. You like.
No comment. I'm done.
I never dated no ugly girl.
Yes,
you
I
ain't
have.
never dated an ugly woman.
Yes, I have.
Huh?
I've even had the alcohol bottles on, or the alcohol glasses on. I've had those on.
Blame it on alcohol.
No,
blame it on the
hey, former years. Back in the early 90s. When I say early 90s, I'm speaking like 91, 92. Man, this is when I used to drink heavy. I used to drink really heavy. I
was an alcoholic.
This is how bad it was. This is how bad it was. Me and my homeboy Derek went to this club.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the club and the dude was like, "Yo, you gotta wear a collar shirt to come in here." And I'm like, I ain't got a collar shirt. Derek's like, "I got one in the trunk of the car." I was like, okay. Go to the trunk of the car and the shirt is balled up. And the material is rayon.
Oh.
Watch this. I kid you guys not. I was so drunk. I buttoned the shirt up wrong. So you know that when you button it up, it's like this. So I had the shirt buttoned up in wrong. And I don't know what I said to this chick. I don't know what I said to her. I don't think I know. I ended up back at the house with her. And I could not tell you how she looked, when I woke up the next morning, I went to the bathroom, came back, and she got out of bed, and she went in the kitchen, and I cooked breakfast. And I walked up in the kitchen. I said, "Listen,
Oh my god!
Like, what's that? You better know what's that? So
Where
that,
did the booger bear come from?
what is it? Ah,
look, I promise you."
oh my gosh.
I was like,
Like, how'd I get out of here?
I said, "Who are you?" Who are you? And she was like, "Oh, so you got games? You weren't saying that last night." It's like,
Oh.
so look, I'm playing her off like, "I'm sorry, I was drunk last night. Look, I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
How did I end up here?" So this is how I played it off. How did I end up here? How did I end up here? And she's like, "Yeah." This was the funny part. I drove my car there, and I'm like, "How did I get here?" But I ended up leaving her house, and I had to go back to her house because I left something at her house. I
Oh,
was like, I can't remember what it was, but I left my ID card. I had to go back to her house to get my ID card. Oh my God. But look, body was 1,000. Face was every bit of a negative 1,000. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I got a couple of those stories. I got
Yeah.
a couple of drunk
Like
stories.
a guy that I know said him and his friends went like on a triple date. And so he's like you, he said the chick from here down, amazing. Body was everything a woman would want, a man would want. From the neck down. He said from the neck up, trash. So they all out. Is that mine?
is that me or?
Hello? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, it was Tracy.
Oh, was it Trey? But he said that they went out to dinner and like he fed her something off of his plate. And he said his boy started laughing. His boy started cracking up. And the next day he seen him at work. They'd seen him at work and it was like, man, don't you ever let me see you feed no dog off your fork again.
Oh my gosh.
I said, was she that ugly? He was like, yeah, she was that ugly. I said, oh my gosh, yo. I'm like, the stuff that y'all men do for a good body, boy.
Hey, every now and then, you know.
Lady and I know of this one that body is banging. When I say banging, the moment she is what the fellas call a bag hoe.
Mm.
You know what a bag hoe is?
You put a bag over the face?
You put a bag on the face. Oh my God. But look, I tell you, man, I got some old crazy stories, and me and my homeboy Derek, oh my God. Me and Derek got some stories, yeah, but
But have y'all ever dated them? Like have y'all taken these ugly women and dated them and like made them your ladies?
I ain't gonna say, yeah, I have.
And it was because her personality, I'm assuming, it was nice.
No, it was not. It was somebody I just should have never been with. But
that decision.
As I'm trying to
be honest with you, let me just be honest with you. I went through a phase of that, like because I was on the cute girl phase. It's like, yeah, I gotta have like she gotta be like this. If she ain't petite, chocolate, I don't even want to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, don't even bring them my way. So I decided to talk to this light skinned chick, and she was horrible. When I say horrible, horrible. It was nothing about her beautiful. Her whole body was ugly. Face ugly, teeth ugly, nose ugly, eyes ugly. Everything about it was just ugly. But yet, I said, this is what I get for dating somebody ugly, because I was with that chick. Man, she slashed my tire. Like this
Oh,
all
wow.
it's all back in the 90s.
Those Those are the worst ones, the mean ones.
Oh my god, bro, it was bad. It was bad. I was like, I'll never date another ugly chick in my life.
now I got standards now. Well, I think we're wrapped up. Well, I think I'm gonna say this: love is blind, but people are not, or you shouldn't be. Love, I think, love is love. But at the same time, though, you have an opportunity to make a decision based upon a person's characteristics. Now, do love cause you to look over things?
Mhm.
Yes. Do love cause you to and try to endure things or hope for things better?
Absolutely.
Yes, it does.
But reality about it that even though you love somebody, you know about their flaws. And I say this, it takes more than just love,
To
especially
sustain.
to be in a long-term
Mhm.
relationship, and God forbid, marriage. You're gonna need more. I can promise you're gonna need more.
Right.
So, but again, I say love is blind, but I say love is blind, but people are not like we see on the show. They love the person, but again, after a while, you got to say, what? I just can't do it. I just can't do it. and they said Bartiz with another chick the next week.
Exactly. I think the next night or a few days later.
Yeah, I'll tell my wife. Yeah, he's grieving. He's trying to get over. Like that's how we do it, right?
Over by getting under.
Hey, that's how you get over it. You get over it.
That's what they used to say. If you want to get over him, you need to get under another man. Get over that old man, you need to get under a new one. They'll have you ran through. Don't listen to them.
Oh my God.
Do not listen to those.
But I want to thank everybody for watching us. We had a great time in here. About the season cap of Love Is Blind, season 3. Hey, Oz, you gotta go start season 1. I promise you, watch it straight through. The pod's gonna be kind of boring, but once you get past the pods, it gets very interesting.
All right.
Other than that, guys, hopefully enjoyed it, and again, we will see you in a couple weeks. And Joy, any last words?
Well, yes, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Next week we're not coming on. It's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to you all. We pray that you all have a safe and blessed Thanksgiving. We pray that the food is good. We pray nobody mess up on the ingredients at Thanksgiving dinner.
If you can't cook, just bring soda.
Just bring soda and ice and paper plates and utensils, okay? Don't try to experiment and try to make some food that don't taste good or only people are forced to eat at your house.
And make sure you get your Let's Talk About It cup for Christmas.
Oh yeah, got a
matter of fact, we send all our guests a mug for Christmas. So I inbox me eat your address.
Yeah.
So we can send you
a
mug. So we are drinking your hot cocoa this Christmas. Think about us.
So as always, guys, we want to thank you
or
all.
Some of that rum and coke.
Soon Josh gonna have a little shot glasses for everybody.
Let's talk about shot glasses. we're instead of calling let's talk about it, we're going to call it shot talk.
That's the after hours.
That's the after show.
Yeah, guys, but we want to thank you all again for joining us. We hope that you all enjoyed the show. We want you to write comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, like it, share it. We want to thank all of our guests that came on tonight. And just like always, don't let nobody steal your joy. And have a good one. Be safe out there, guys.
All right, guys. See you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving, and see you guys in a couple weeks. See ya.
See ya.